the other day at linebacker, 3 tackles. How did that feel?
I felt pretty good, to get out there and get, more than just a few snaps. It was pretty good. I felt pretty good out there.
Coach Venables loves to remind us that sometimes linebackers can be a work in progress. That
hmm
sometimes fans expect you to start day one. For you, how much have you grown since you first walked on campus up until out there Saturday playing significant snaps against the Seminoles?
I've grown a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a work in progress. It's been a tough, few years being here. Coming in, expecting to, get a good amount of reps right away, but having to wait my time and being patient and learning from all the other guys that are ahead of me, guys like Kendall Joseph, Ben Bolware, older guys like that they're setting an example and help and coach me up. All played a part into Saturday, getting a good amount of reps.
You played a significant role in kickoff coverage and had a big impact on the improvement in that category for the team the last couple of years. Has that made it easier to kind of wait your turn at linebacker?
Yeah, it has a little bit. Coach Sweeney makes a lot of emphasis on special teams and being able to contribute on special teams, and so it's definitely helped a lot to get my feet wet a little bit, get a little bit of action in there, and making some plays. It helps with the confidence for sure.
Coach Ben Bolware would always tell us that Venables coaches the guys that he really likes the hardest, and I've heard that he gets on Chad Smith quite a bit. Is it different than high school coaching? And is there one moment that you just thought, man, does he not like me, or what is going on here with Grant?
Yeah, there's probably a few of those moments. I'm sure every linebacker that's been here and been coached by Coach Venables has had a moment like that or two. But that's just the way he is. He's an intense guy. He coaches you hard, and he expects the most out of you, and expects he has an expectation for you, and and he knows that your expectations is even higher than that. So he wants to continue to push you day in and day out, and so it's all about how you respond to his coaching and criticism and whatnot, and it's a next play mentality and just trying to get better.
Has there been a moment during a game or after when you've realized something he's taught you, came to fruition, and you're like, I get it?
Yeah, absolutely. Almost everything he says, in practice and whatnot, coaching points and whatnot, you'll most likely see it in the game at some point in your career. It may not be that season or whatnot, but you'll find it down the line.
You've had significant snaps. You've played in games, but Saturday was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
You're down there. Florida State's coming out of their own end zone. I saw you down there trying to call the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have just a second to think about that, to kind of process where you're at that particular moment?
I would say that time comes when you get back from the sidelines after a 3-and-out or whatnot, and you sit down and just like, man, I'm actually really in this. All that practice time, all that film room, all those meetings, it's starting to pay off. This is where it's time to cash in. So, obviously, you're never going to play a perfect game. There's always going to be mistakes made, but that's where you got to go back to the film room and correct those mistakes. And so, it was really a surreal moment, and I'm appreciative, but, it's time to get back to work.
You guys get to break out the purple uniforms on Saturday. What does Military Appreciation Day mean to you and all the military heritage at Clemson?
It means a lot to me, actually. My family is big in the military. My grandpa was a World War II veteran, a POW, and my dad served in the Air Force for about 25 years, retired as a colonel, and my older brother served in the Air Force, and even in my mom's side, her dad was in the Navy, my dad's my uncle actually served in Vietnam and whatnot, and so it means a lot to me actually, and so it's a special day, and it's great to have a military appreciation and to definitely a salute to those who serve overseas and sacrifice a lot for not only our safety but just for the country.
Grandfather, what branch of the service was he in? POW?
He was Air Force, yes sir. Air Force, flew B-52 bombers in the Air Force.
Was he shot down over Germany?
He wasn't shot down over Germany. He was shot down over one of the German-controlled countries, and he was the last person to jump out of his airplane. And when he parachuted out, he landed and broke his ankle, and he got Germans were there, got captured, served about 3 months or so before he was liberated by the Russians. So it's a big moment. It's a big moment. Military appreciation is truly it means a lot to me and my family, and he's definitely a person that's a true hero in my book.
Those big bombers, do you know if he was a tail gunner, waist gunner?
He was a pilot.
Pilot.
Oh yeah.
Has he ever talked about some of those experiences? I can imagine it would be amazing.
Yeah, he's talked a little bit about those experiences. It's pretty awesome and neat to hear some of those stories that he tells. Just his grandkids and whatnot, and even my dad. Sometimes even at this age, some of the stories that he tells his grandkids, he's like, "Wow, you never told me that when I was a kid." And so, it's really surreal, and it's just you kind of don't have words to come up with how awesome a moment like that is, and just to see that's my grandpa right there, who served in one of the arguably one of the biggest wars in the world, and so it's pretty awesome. My grandparents will not. No, I don't know if my parents will, but my grandparents they're a little bit too old for traveling, but they certainly will be watching.
When you get to the top of the hill Saturday and you see that American flag, as is always the tradition, you'll be thinking about those guys.
Absolutely, yep.
With that military background, you see these guys kneeling on Sundays. What's your thoughts on that?
I haven't really given much thought about that, to be honest with you. Everyone has their own personal opinion, and so, whether you're from the military background or not, there's a lot of controversy hovering over that, and so, I personally will always stand for the national anthem and whatnot, but other people have reasons for kneeling and whatnot, and that's all good and whatnot. So, to be honest with you, it's probably all up to personal opinion and whatnot.
Thanks, Chad.